Good morning everyone, and welcome to this day in the life vlog of me working from home as an assistant psychologist. So today I'm working from home as the title suggests, and this has obviously come about due to the pandemic. Psychologists in general wouldn't really work from home. I don't think any healthcare professionals did. It is very common now for us to be working from home, and we're actually told to work from home where we can so that we can avoid spreading the virus further. I'm just going to talk you guys through what a day in the life of an assistant looks like, but I just want to note that this looks very different for everyone depending on what service you're in, what your job description is, where in England you are, so it's very much dependent on your role. So just because in my role I do these things, it doesn't mean that every assistant psychologist will be the same. With all that being said, let's get to work. Now, the first thing that I do whenever starting my day is that I go through my emails and create a to-do list for the day, and then I also time block just so that I know what I need to do. And that normally takes me about 15 minutes to half an hour depending on how many emails I have. This is down to you, like however you organise your day. Some people just get stuck in, and if I have a client first thing, then obviously I will be doing that and I wouldn't be planning, but I don't typically have things booked in for 9 AM, quite early for some clients.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, been wondering just what you mean.
I'm just about to head into the MDT meeting now, and in this meeting we basically discuss everyone who's on our ward, and we've had quite a few new people come onto the ward and not that many who have been discharged, so it will probably be quite a long meeting. And in these meetings we have nurses, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, psychologists, medical doctors, speech and language therapists, all of the team basically. During the meeting we just go through each patient, and then we discuss what input they need for that week and the goals and kind of the plan for discharge. Because this is for the stroke unit, everything is focused on rehabilitation, so it's very much goal focused, and then psychology tends to come in when their mood gets in the way of their therapy. I just normally take notes throughout this meeting, and that's it really. So I'm going to jump into that now and I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. Oh yeah, and this meeting tends to last for about 2 hours, so it gives us a good amount of time to discuss everyone on the ward.
About you. Don't get me wrong.
Now that I've finished with MDT, I've got to crack on with some of the bits for the team meeting. So as an assistant, you do a lot of like researchy bits for the team, any literature reviews, and just like anything really. It's so hard to say, like each week is different, but at the moment we're looking at ethnicity data in the area that we work in because we want to see whether it kind of matches up to what we've got on our system, and we just want to see whether people from all backgrounds are presenting in the same way at A&E with a stroke. So just to see whether there's any differences there, or even if the data isn't being recorded, which is very, like, it's quite problematic if that is the case, and kind of compiling it into a nice document for everyone to look at later on today. So that's one of the tasks that I need to do, and then it will probably be time for lunch after that.
Christmas tree. More than anything, it's all the people.
Because I'm working from home, I'm going to go for a little walk with Milo quickly over lunch. I just need to post some things, well, some Christmas cards to my friends and family. So I'm going to do that now with Milo, and I've been trying to do some more walking on my lunch breaks just to like refresh my mind. I feel like I always have leftovers for lunch, but I just really enjoy hot food. I'm not a massive fan of sandwiches, so I've just got some leftover vegan chili con carne, so not con carne, it's chili con vegan carne. I think I have a client after lunch, so I need to prepare for that. So just before seeing my client, I like to do a bit of prep, so I look over my previous notes from the last session, and then I also just write down a few points or a few topics that I want to cover in this session. It really depends on who the client is, and so sometimes the conversation is more kind of like a free-for-all, like talk about anything kind of thing, but typically I do have some direction whenever I go into a session. I normally have an aim for the end of the session. And yeah, so typically I start off with like a general check-in, and then we go through any homework that we set in the last session, and then we go on to the points that we need to speak about. So yeah, I'm just going to do that now, and then I'm going to jump straight into the session because I haven't got too long now.
Sister's here, my cousins too, my brothers flew in this afternoon, we're catching up. Oh, what a year.
I'm meant to be doing a check-in phone call with a client, but they haven't picked up. So that is quite common when you're working in healthcare, people DNA, which means do not attend or did not attend. And so now I'm just writing up my notes from the last session that I did. As you saw, we had to do it over the phone because the video consultation wasn't working for us today, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, it's fine. I'm going to try and call this individual again for their check-in. If they don't pick up, then that's fine. I'll just leave them a message again and reschedule. Yeah, and I like to write my notes on Word first before putting it into our system, just so that I can like delete things and like I know that it's written properly.
Christmas tree, I nearly missed you there. Don't get me wrong,
Today feels like the busiest day, and I don't want you to think that every day looks like this for me. I think the thing with being an assistant is that you're not busy all the time. Some days are definitely quieter than others, and some days are a bit mad like today. So I need to write a summary letter for one of the clients that I did an assessment with. And basically a summary letter for our service, and I'm pretty sure for other services as well, it's basically just summarising the conversation that we had. And in the letter we just want to make sure that we've understood the challenges that they're facing at the time and kind of use it as a discussion point. So then in the next session we can like talk about the things mentioned in the letter and like create some goals and think about what intervention we might do with them. So I've got 15 minutes until our team meeting, and our team meeting always runs over, so I don't think I'll be able to do anything after the team meeting. So I won't get the letter done today for sure, because this one is quite complicated. So what I normally do when I write letters is just do a brief plan and then write it, and because I'm fairly new to doing this, I always send it to my supervisor and we discuss it during supervision, just to make sure that I've included everything that I've needed to include and that I've worded it in the correct way.
Oh, Christmas tree. Honestly, it's never been much about you. It's all of the people around you.
So what happens in a team meeting? Basically, every team meeting will differ, but for our team meeting we speak about things related to COVID, because that is always changing. We speak about our inpatient side, our outpatient side, our caseloads, any new referrals and any new allocations. And then we have a section for any other business, which is basically just like any other business. We just get given updates as well about the service. It's just a place for us to discuss anything and everything related to our service. I'm going to present the data that I was looking at this morning in the team meeting. Well, not present, it's not that formal. I'm just going to show them and talk through it a little bit. And they'll probably task me with something to do, I'm guessing, from that. So yeah, I'm going to jump in now. Ooh, so like I suspected, our team meeting overran. It's now 10 to 5, so I'm just going to send a couple of more emails, write down some things that I'm going to have to do another day. And then that's it for my day in the life, really. It was a pretty busy day, but it was a good thing that someone DNA'd because it gave me that extra time. I wasn't able to do the letter, unfortunately. I managed to plan it, but couldn't do any of the writing of it. Please let me know if you enjoy the more in-depth videos. Obviously, I can't share that much because of confidentiality, but I still hope you enjoyed it. So please give this video a like if you liked it and subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.